Hello, my friends. Welcome back to another video from our HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and web development series. In today's video, I want to talk about the color options in the CSS. So we've seen a lot of things with different coloring formats and everything before in the previous videos. For example, if I go here, open an HTML file and go, for example, H1. This is H1, for example, and if I do the same thing for example on H2, so this is an H2, and H2 here, and then like if I go here and then add my style, right? And if I go HTML and I don't know, something like background color, right? Let's say it's aqua. And if I go here and say my H1 is, if I go just like color is blue, right? And if I go here, you can see that like it turned blue here. And if I go here and go H2, for example, that's, I don't know, color is, I don't know, some other colors, right? For example, I can go red this time. Then like you can see the changes in your HTML file, right? And I'm not too sure if I've mentioned this in the previous videos or not, but this is called the property, right? Which is the background color. And then this is the value that you assign to it. You don't see the value, you see the name, but like there is an actual value assigned here. But what if you want to add more colors, or like maybe even before that, what if you want to know what are the different color options that you have? I have 3 really cool websites that I want to show you today. The first one is this website in here, right? Don't worry about the link. I'll put it in the description of this video. So if you want, you can actually use that. So you can see the name colors here, right? There is about 16 base colors, which are these ones in here. We can obviously use these. And there is about like 150 more different colors here that you can actually use when you're designing your website or something, right? You can see like they have names and like there is a value assigned to them as well. So for example, for this, the dark red, the value is, it's a hex value and it's 8B for zeros, right? So you can use any of these colors, which is like a lot of varieties, right? So yeah, for example, you can just like copy this, and if I go to my code in here and instead of red, for example, for this guy, if I go that, he can see the light gray here, right? It's not really visible, but you can see the changes, right? So this is one thing that I wanted to mention, and they can basically do the same thing for, all these 150, 160 different colors that they've listed here. But also like there is this other cool website. It's called the Color Hunt, and I really, really like it. There are some other options here that you can see, right? It's like a different theme for a website. Let's say like you like this, and then like you want to try this, like you click on this and it gives you the hex value and also the RGB for each of these colors, right? So let's say, for example, this here, like whatever color that is, it's, for example, it's the 535C91. As I said, it's the hex code. Let's say that's like the background color of your website. And then like this could be your, I don't know, like header 2, this could be your header 1 or something like that. Like it's a theme for your website, right? So you can see different codes and different RGB values, right? But how can you use these? Like these are really cool. Okay, I like them. And now I want to use that in my own website. So you can basically just like copy the code. For example, I like this one. I'll just copy the code. And if I go back to my HTML file, if I go here and I put it here, you'll see the color changed, right? We can do that like with any other colors. Like if I copy this one instead and go back and change the the blue, for example, to that color that I just copied, you can see that it's changing, right? And so that's a cool feature that you can use. The third website and the last website that I wanted to show you is that if you go to this RGB mixer, right, you can create your own, whatever you want. Like, I mean, as you know, different colors are like different combinations of RGB, red, green, and blue colors, right? And then like you can just mix them in any way that you want. Excuse me. So if you go back to the color hunt website, you can see, for example, for this color, which is this one in here, you have the hex code and it says the RGB value. And like in a bracket, it says 27, 26, and 85, right? Just for the sake of using a different example, I just want to go back and let's say we want to go here and look at this color, for example, right? It's this one in here and the hex code is here. As we saw before, you can actually use this. Let's just do that for now. And if I go here and change these to that code, right? Oops, I missed the hex. I didn't copy the whole thing. So I should just go here, copy it, and then go back in here and paste it. Right? You can see that the color changes, right? And now I want to talk about these RGB in here. So you can see the RGB values, red, green, and blue is 183, 132, 183. So if we go to this website and I go 183, let's just go to decimal. So 183 here, 182 here, and then 183 again. Is that what we had here? Oh, sorry, 183, 132, 183. So this is 132. So this is like what we saw here. Just compare this color with this one in here, which is the second one, and that's the exact same thing, right? And if you go to hexadecimal, it gives you the code, which is B784B7. B784B7. That's like the exact same thing. So you can keep playing with these values, right, to come up with any color combination that you have. So you have 0 to 255 for red, you have 0 to 255 for the green, and then you also have 0 to 255 for blue. So you can have like 255, 256 to the power of 3 different combinations for a color. And once you're happy with like what you have here, you just click on the hexadecimal, you copy the code that you have, right? Go back to your HTML file, and for example here for the background, I'm just going to change that to the one that I just created, right? And yeah, that's about it. This is how you can come up with any color that you want. And I also showed you different, themes for your website in case like you wanted to follow a theme or something. You could use any of these as well. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did and found it useful, please give me a thumbs up. And yeah, please, if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel. It supports me and helps me a great deal. And thank you for watching me as always. And see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye. Take care.